So, what is a discriminating monopolist? In economics, most often we make use of a single price monopolist, one that charges all consumers the same price. As the term suggests, not all monopolists do this. In fact, many, if not most monopolists, find that they can increase their profits by charging different customers different prices for the same good. This is, they engage in price discrimination. Hence, a discriminating monopolist is a person who sells one good or service and has enough power to sell it at different prices in different markets, and the selling price aren't related to the cost of producing this one good or service.
The most striking example that comes to mind when thinking of price discrimination involves airline tickets. Although there are a number of airlines, most routes in Germany are serviced by one or two carriers, which, as a result, gives them the ability to set prices. If you're willing to buy a ticket 1 month in advance and stay over Saturday night, the road trip may cost you around €150 or even less if you're a senior citizen or student. But imagine you have to go on a business trip tomorrow, which unfortunately happens to be a Tuesday, and then come back on Wednesday. The same road trip may cost you €550. So why might price discrimination be more profitable for the airline company than charging just one price? Imagine Lufthansa offers non-stop flights between Munich, Hamburg, Frankfurt, and Berlin. Example easier, also assume that the airline can fly as many planes as the number of passenger warrants. There are also no fixed costs, and the marginal cost to the airline providing a seat is €125.
The airline knows that there are two potential customer groups, business travelers and students. Both want to travel each week, but whether or not the passengers actually take the flight will depend on the price and whether they really need to fly. Business travelers have a low price elasticity of demand, meaning that their demand is inelastic. Business travelers will take the plane as long as the price does not rise above €550. Students, on the other hand, have less money and more time, making their demand elastic. If the price rises above €150, they will simply take the bus or use other methods of transportation. They are more flexible.
What if it becomes illegal to discriminate then? Let's return to the previous example of airline tickets. If the airline has to charge everyone the same price, its options are limited.
So what can the monopolist do? It can either charge everyone €550, that way it would get as much as possible out of the business travelers but lose the student market. Or it could charge everyone €150, that way it would get both types of travelers but would make significantly less money from business travelers. So how does this look like in a diagram? If €550 are charged, it would sell 2,000 tickets to business travelers, earning a total revenue of 1.1 million and incurring costs of 250,000, so the profit would be €850,000, illustrated by area B.
But if €150 is charged, it will sell 4,000 tickets, receiving a revenue of €600,000 and incurring cost of €500,000, so its profit will be €100,000. So if the airline has to charge everyone the same price, charging the higher price and foregoing sales students is clearly more profitable.
The airline would, however, much rather charge €550 to business travelers and €150 to students, which would allow it to sell 2,000 additional tickets. This would make them a revenue of €1,400,000 at a cost of €500,000. The profit would be €900,000, which is €50,000 higher than if they charge only the high price.
So, to conclude, price discrimination does not only make sure that businesses make the most profit, but also that customers are all satisfied and all served.
Created using Powtoon.